They want to make everyone re-register to vote before 2026. There is a 17-page draft of an executive order that's been floating around the White House. Somebody leaked it, all 17 pages, and listen to this. It would declare a national emergency, giving Donald Trump this unprecedented authority over our elections, ban mail-in ballots completely, take crazy amounts of control over voting processes in states. And page 4, section D, paragraph 1, quote, voters shall register in person or at a county satellite office anew for the 2026 United States election through their county pursuant to state processes for registration. Their registration shall include, quote, a national unique voter number, full legal name, full date of birth, full address, and proof of U.S. citizenship, and any other state requirements necessary to establish eligibility. That would be like a passport or a birth certificate. Everybody re-register. This is endgame stuff if he signs an executive order like this.
We have some major news right now. Remember that draft executive order that was being circulated by pro-Trump allies to declare a national emergency over upcoming elections? Well, Democracy Docket got a hold of it, and there's a section in there that's very, very concerning that people need to know about. It calls for the re-registration of all voters ahead of the 2026 election. It essentially says, quote, voters shall register in person or at a county satellite office anew for the 2026 United States election through their county pursuant to state processes for registration. This pro-Trump executive order that allies are pushing him to sign would require you, every single American, to re-register ahead of November's midterms. It would essentially limit the amount of registered voters there are in the country, restrict the number of registered voters there are in the country, make it harder to be a registered voter. But that is a very serious section. Now, Trump, on his part, hasn't said he's going to sign this executive order, so we'll see what happens. But that is a very serious development. I'll have more updates for you soon. Follow along for all the news you need to know about.
This crucial midterm election year, and with Republicans holding very slim majorities in the House and the Senate, ABC News has now learned President Trump has reviewed a draft executive order that would involve him declaring a national emergency, potentially giving him sweeping power over voting in this country. So let's get right to Mary Bruce tonight. She's live at the White House. Mary, what have you learned?
Well, David, with the midterms now fast approaching and with Republicans holding those small majorities in Congress, tonight we have learned that President Trump has reviewed this draft executive order urging him to declare a national emergency that would give him broad power over voting. Sources say a group of pro-Trump attorneys are circulating a draft claiming without evidence that China interfered in the 2020 election, arguing that would justify declaring a national emergency that would then allow the president to mandate voter ID, hand-counted ballots, and ban mail-in ballots. Now, it is not clear if the president is going to accept this proposal, but we do know that he is considering executive action to impose stricter voting rules. But, David, the Constitution gives states, not the federal government, the power to run elections.
All right, Mary, you'll continue to watch us for sure. Thank you.